this is what you need. Dust it off, get it ready, grab your journal, grab your pen. You need to get things down, pen to paper, ready for Q4. So we're just about to step into Q4 and we've got monk mode month. We're bringing it back. We've done it in February. We always see tremendous amount of results. Even those of you that were participating from afar saw a tremendous amount of results. Now, as we come into this business end of the year, it's absolutely imperative. If I look back over the years and see the people that just wasted the year, it was usually that summer period that messed them up. But even then, they still had time to recover, but they didn't recover because they didn't have a plan, they had zero intensity, and they didn't have something in place that was going to carry that forward. So I've got a few things I want to share in this video that's about monk mode, but also about Q4 that's going to put you in a really beautiful position come the end of the year, that you don't see 2024 as a total waste. You don't get to the end of the year and you're stressed out, embarrassed, thinking, I just waste this year. There are things that you can do right now that I want to share in this video that if you listen and you take action, you could still make an incredible amount of progress by the end of this year. So these are some things to keep in mind for Q4. First one, monk mode. Really simple. October, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna bang out monk mode. I'm gonna share a little free template for you. Those who are in Falcon, you'll have the more detailed stuff. But for those of you that still wanna participate from afar, I'm gonna create a little free template for you and you are gonna bang that out every single day, non-negotiable. What this is gonna do is that by the end of October, going into November, you're already gonna be prepped. Your intensity will be so high, the momentum would already be in. It's difficult, like it is hard for you to do all of that, not see progress, and even if you haven't seen tangible results there and then, it's almost impossible that you'll get to the end of the year without seeing nothing. And even if you don't get to multiple six figures, you would have generated such a new standard of intensity, mentality, focus, discipline, that even the way that you learn will probably be quicker, that you would at least be setting yourself up for 2025 in the best possible way versus getting to December, feeling down in the dumps, feeling like you should be further along the way you are right now. It doesn't help you, doesn't serve you. So monk mode is going to take care of all of that. So this next part, what you're going to do is grab your phone like this, hit record, and then you are going to talk to yourself in the present tense as if you've already achieved what you set out to do. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna play this video back on the 18th of December. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because on the 18th of December, you're gonna pick out your phone and all the things that you said that you're already doing, you've already achieved, and you're already focusing, whether that's the habits that you're looking to accomplish, whether that's the mindset that you've acquired, whether that's the funding that you've set out to get, whatever it is, you position yourself on the 18th of December in 2024 saying, right, I'm so glad I backed myself. I'm so glad I put myself in a position to work on these daily goals every single day. I'm so impressed that I kept to my word. No matter what I was going through in life, no matter what was happening, I still persevered because I understand whether I feel like doing it or not, there are other people with the same problems as me that probably trade places with me in a heartbeat that are still getting shit done while I'm still overthinking absolutely everything. I'm so impressed with myself that I stuck to my word and now look at where I am. You're gonna hold that phone, record that, and imagine yourself at the end of December period on the 18th, you play that video. I want you to use almost fear, dare I say it, in a bit of a different way. So I want you to use it in a positive sense that you're almost gonna feel embarrassed that by the 18th, you're gonna go through your phone, look at that video and think, I'm not really sure if I wanna play this. You're gonna be two people, either someone who can't wait to play it, to then reconfirm all the things that you said that you would do and you've done it, which is an incredible thing for you to look back on and go, I can put my word out there and I can follow through and back myself. Increase your confidence. You're then just going to do that on a bigger and bigger and bigger scale. Or you're going to be someone who feels a little bit embarrassed for it. Now I can tell you this, that fear of embarrassment could be the reason that when you don't want to do something, you're going to remember that video, I'm going to have to play that and either be a fool or I'm going to be proud of myself. Simple as that. So that's what I want you to do next. Now, as a whole, I'm assuming that you have set your game plan for Q4 in the sense of what do you want to achieve come the end of this year? Who do you want to become? What do you want to do? What is the account size? Like just everything that you want to achieve. There is no such thing as unrealistic goals, unrealistic timelines. Always remember that. That's one of the best quotes that I ever heard. And what that said to me is that, right, I could have this big ambition and I might want to be here by then, but that doesn't mean if I don't get there that I'm a failure. It means that maybe the timeline that I'd set, it hadn't worked towards that. But guess what? By putting a date, by putting a timeline, at least I can measure how close I am or how much I've achieved or how far I am or whatever it is. You've at least got something to measure. The whole point is setting the goal, releasing control, and then not judging yourself so harshly on the exact date that when it happens. But what can you do to make it move forward even quicker? Now, I was thinking about this, the most important things that have helped me. So I want you to grab a pen, paper, your journal, and I want you to write down, and you can title this whatever you want, the feeling, right? And I want you to write down all of the feelings and the emotions of how you're going to feel when you achieve these goals. So I want you to write it down now ahead of time as to how you feel of this happening. Why is that important? You're going to get all of your senses involved. I'm telling you now, the more senses that are involved on a subconscious level, you will mimic the behavior that is needed to achieve the goal. If you always go by the logic of I need to see it to believe it, you'll always be like a lagging indicator. You need to believe it to see it. You need to have an unwavering belief within your vision that it's already happened. This is the best time. You can't afford to waste any more time. So write down the emotions, the feelings. So I want you to literally write out as a story, right? You would literally be writing out that, you know, I am now a multiple six-figure trader, etc., etc., and start writing down the emotions as it is already happened. And you talk about it in the sense of, I am grateful that I can make, you know, 10K per month on average of my return, whatever it is. Write down the details of it's already happened. Write down how even minor details, like, and I talk about that in my book, The Side Effect. For any of you who have read The Side Effect, right, and many of you have, go grab it and you'll go through it. If you haven't, then you can go and get it on Amazon, go through it. It's relatively cost effective and you can have it shipped to you or you can get the Kindle. It's really simple, but it's very valuable bits of information. And now what I want you to write down is, in as much detail as possible, get as present as if it's already happened. This in and of itself is going to drive so much emotion inside of you. If you was to write down literally an ideal day of you achieving all of this, how it feels, how your family look upon you, how you see yourself now, your own identity, that in and of itself. So imagine 18th of December, around that time, you're looking at the video and now you're looking at what you wrote down, and then you're literally living it. You're either living it or you're very, very close to it. By doing these exercises, you're going to get so much closer to the goal than what you would get if you hadn't had a plan whatsoever. It is naturally more of a business end of the year, and it's really important that you take it in stages. So my final kind of bonus tip, if you like, is to just make it in stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. October, November, December. Monk mode takes care of October, that momentum travels into November, and then in December, when people get sloppy, you ask yourself this: what mistakes do you see people make, business people make, entrepreneurs, especially traders, and you want to do the opposite? Most people take December off and they justify. You can justify anything. You can say, oh, but the market's a little bit slow. And then you'll both have a conversation with someone else who agrees with that and say, yeah, you know, it does lose a little bit of volume. Oh, it's okay to take a break. Why don't you take that time to reset? Before you know it, you've wasted a whole month, right? It's rubbish advice. Don't listen to anyone that tells you that garbage. The same garbage that people tell you not to trade in August without anything being data backed. It's absolute crap. So leverage my experience. I've gone through the jungle. I'm here. I know my stuff. And I'm sharing with you simple things that are effective. It's just the average person can't keep up. They'll do this advice, but they'll do it for like 18 days and feel like they've been doing it forever and then feel entitled to results. So if you can take this on board, I'm telling you now, we're gonna see a whole bunch of progress come the end of this year. You can absolutely crank this out and be in a much better position come December 18th. I look forward to seeing you guys achieve your goals and checking in with this video.